Guys, it's Matt with E600 and I'm taking a look at the Abramstek E600 speaker today. It's about 2 feet tall, about 7.5 pounds, and it offers a lot in terms of sound. Now it does look a little different from your more traditional looking speakers, but we're going to go over a little bit of this all right here, right now. Out of the box, all you get is one 2 foot tall speaker and 2 cables that are almost laughably short, and it's really just kind of to get you going, to get you started. If you're going to need longer cables, that's something to consider right now. Whether you're going to line out to aux in and daisy chain a couple of them, or you're going to do the wireless setup, which we'll cover here in just a minute. But I know what most people are going to want first is a sound test, so let's start with a sound test. And you can only do as well as you can over your own speakers in a recording. I'm going to use a deity shotgun microphone, and I'm going to record these speakers playing in comparison with a Sonos speaker to kind of give you an idea. I set Sonos as a premium standard in my mind, and while there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, well, you can't customize Sonos as much as you can something like Klipsch speakers through a receiver. Yes, that's true, but Sonos has a really defined sound to me, and we're going to start off by doing that. So I'm using a Sonos speaker comparing to the Abramtek E600 speaker, and that's what you're going to hear. Just do your best to try to listen for comparisons is really about the best I can tell you to do. And always remember, audio is subjective. What I hear and like, you might not hear and like. And again, over speakers and recorded microphone, it's not going to sound as good as it was if you were in like a store listening to it on a demo aisle or something. There is a light that comes out of this passive down firing that illuminates in there, and it's subtle enough and doesn't bother me personally. Additionally, you have auxiliary in and you have a line auxiliary out. So if you wanted to chain them with 3.5mm cables, you can do that. You can chain it from going line out into the next speaker and putting that in its auxiliary in, and this should effectively create the ability to create sound across them. There is a mode function swap you'll have to do using the mode button on top, and I'm not here to read the whole manual to you. I'm just kind of letting you know what you can do with it. Don't throw away your manual. It does charge via USB Type-C to USB-A, so if you have a power block somewhere, which is not included with this, you'll need to plug it in, or a device that has passive power delivery via USB Type-A, you can plug it into that and power the speaker or charge it that way. It does have an extremely long battery life in my experience. I've been going off of one charge with one of these for about a week now, going outside and grilling, doing all kinds of stuff. So using it as a portable speaker that has pretty decent sound, well, that's definitely something this is capable of. But for those of you that are looking to set up and do more of that home experience and use them as stereo speakers, one speaker will do the job, 2 speakers does it twice as well. If you pair them wirelessly, you're using Bluetooth 4.2. Pairing them wirelessly is pretty simple. You'll turn the primary one on, you'll hold the mode button down to another one that's powered on next to it, kind of lean their heads together, and they'll announce left channel and right channel.
Left channel. Right channel.
Speaking of the sounds it makes when you power it on and power it off, it does have very obnoxious Bluetooth sound that most people are going to be familiar with. And if that's a deal breaker for you, because surprisingly in the past I've seen that's a deal breaker for people, just let that be known to you. It does make a sound to indicate it's powered on or off. When the left channel and the right channel are going, it does make a sound to let you know, hey, this is the left channel, this is the right channel. That way you're like, oh, I need to swap them or whatever. And when the battery gets low in them, it incessantly reminds you, low battery, low battery. It's like every 30 seconds I feel like it's saying low battery while you're playing music. So when you start to get low like that, you'll want to plug it in. And even when you plug it in to start to charge it while that battery's in that 10% range, it's going to announce the low battery. That seems like a lot. And you know, I wish there was a way to disable that. That would be great. I would rather the speaker die than when I'm listening to something having to hear low battery so incessantly over and over and over again while I'm trying to listen to other stuff. And on the top of it, you have the play and power button so that you can power it on or off or play the sound in it. If you have paused your music or if you need to pause your music, you hit the play button. Shouldn't really have to go over that stuff. Volume up and down happens in such small increments. Now if you double tap up or down and you have tracks pulled up, you'll skip tracks forward or back, but volume up and down you need to hold, and when you're holding it, it takes it a minute to go down low and up high. It has very, very tiny increments in there to find that right sound level of volume that you're looking for. And if you're controlling it via Bluetooth, finding a sweet spot on the speaker and then just using the volume control on your phone or device that you're controlling it with That's probably the easier way to go to find the sound. They can get very loud, and as long as they're set to EQ2, which is one of 2 modes it has, then the bass sound is actually very nice. It's not too overpowering, it's nice and wholesome and kind of a filling sound. EQ1 is a lot less bass and it just sounds sort of on the tinnier side, and I don't personally like that. In this case, I want the bass boost on, which is hitting the mode button to get EQ2, and that bass boost mode is the cleaner, more wholesome sound that these speakers have to offer. But if you're looking for a 100-watt speaker solution or a stereo setup solution or just a portable outside nice 100-watt speaker, this is it. I had some smaller Bluetooth speakers I used to take outside and listen to, but I get a lot more out of this, especially outside if you're going to play with the kids, do something like baseball. You want something you both can hear on pretty well from a distance. This is a nice one. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, be sure and leave them down below. I'll be sure and get back with you if I can. And you guys have a great day, night, whatever it is. I'll see you in the next video that I do.